So this vlog is, I believe, Mother's Day weekend. We took my mom out to eat. We were originally going to go to a few different places, but it was just so busy. We ended up going to Red Lobster. I don't think we've ever eaten together as a family at Red Lobster. I think it was my parents' first time going. I just started going recently once they like rebranded everything and added seafood boil to the menu. Yeah, we got some really good drinks. They were like $13 each. Of course, they never put the price of it so people could just order it. The drinks were delicious. Seafood was delicious. I think we got like some sort of like bundle deal thing where it comes with like fried shrimp, grilled shrimp, Maine lobster, snow crab legs. It was nice. So I think we celebrated on Saturday. On Sunday we went to my boyfriend's like sister's family's house. It was great. It was lovely. Nice people to spend time with. They ordered in Texas Roadhouse. It was very good. I forget what I got. I think my boyfriend and I just split chicken tenders. And earlier that day, I really wanted to do a like charcuterie board thing because I had just done one the week before or like the few days before with my bestie. So that was absolutely a success. It was delicious. I think we went grocery shopping earlier that day and it was amazing. We watched Love on the Spectrum. I think we're only on season 3 or 4. I've seen lots of clips of like the most updated one, but my boyfriend has not. We have not gotten to that point yet. My cat just went. My teeth? No. I just whitened my teeth. I don't think I really did anything. I also have like stuff here. I don't know what they call it. Cause like I bite forks a lot when I'm eating. I actually did it earlier this week and I was so scared that my teeth were crumbling. They did not. But they like it was such a weird experience because my teeth aren't like smooth or straight or anything. Like these little teeth are round and like these teeth you can't even see it. But they like have like spikes. So I mean the last time I bit down on a fork, besides the time I literally just described. The last time I bit down on a fork, like you could see the prongs in my teeth. Like my tooth crumbled. It was not good. So I went to the dentist, but like it didn't bother me. I didn't have sensitivity or anything. I went to the dentist for just a regular cleaning and they're like, oh, your teeth, you should fix that. And they like asked me like, does it bother you? They like checked how my bite was. They're like, are you sensitive with hot or cold? I was like, no. Like my teeth crumbled, but it didn't hurt when it happened. I know it's not like supposed to happen, but that's what happened. And then they were like, okay, I think we should still like recommend getting what they call it, but like patching it up, building up my teeth so that they weren't like crumbly. I had already chipped this and I don't know if you can see it in my front camera, so the quality is not good. So then I like schedule it. I go in like, I don't know, a week or two later, and the same dentist who wasn't like the usual dentist I was seeing. I don't know, I was like at a transitional age or something. But it was the same person who was like, oh yeah, you definitely should get this done even though you told me it doesn't bother you. Literally, they like matched my teeth color to it. Or like, literally while I was like sitting, like laying down getting ready, they're like, oh, like, hope you don't plan on getting your teeth whitened because if you do, this thing that I'm adding to your teeth aren't gonna whiten. And I was like, why? Like my mouth's already open, like they're already doing stuff in there, and I'm like, why couldn't they tell me that beforehand so that if I wanted to I could have whitened them, you know, give them more money to whiten them. I didn't really have a problem with that, but now I'm like, well, if I ever wanted to whiten them now, it's like you are gonna have non-white patches right at the ends of your teeth. So anyway, And like right before she literally places it on my teeth, she was like, oh, they're not really that bad. You really wanted to fix these chips? I guess if you really wanted to. And I'm just like in the chair, and I can't talk, obviously. Her hands are in my mouth, and I'm like, this whole thing was pointless. Like, it did not bother me the whole time. Anyway, totally off topic. Don't even remember what I was talking about at first. Charcuterie board, Sunday, actual Mother's Day. Yeah, it was great. I ended up meal prepping. I just woke my cat up. She was definitely dreaming. I ended up meal prepping some random things. I made Teeny's mac and cheese, and then I made a gluten-free, dairy-free version of Teeny's mac and cheese. I used the Follow Your Heart cheese, and I think it's called Vivo Life cheese shreds. I found a really good, what is it called? I found a really good like heavy cream, whipping cream substitution, but then the most recent time I went to the store to get another one, it wasn't there, so I got one that I think is really similar. I don't remember what brand it is. I took a screenshot. Wait, no, I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember what store I got it from. I don't know, but I took a screenshot of it, so did all that. I used the Earth Balance butter, and I only used that one just because it's the lowest substitute that's in, has the lowest amount of saturated fat. Anyways, did that. It was absolutely delicious. Yeah, I think the next few clips is my mom got her knee surgery. It went well. The surgeon did say there was a bit more damage than expected, but overall it went well. After that, we went out to eat at this cute little Mexican place. Delicious. I think we all like really wanted seafood, so I got like shrimp soup. I think my mom got the same thing, and my dad got a chimichanga. So delicious. I've been working remotely since then. My mom's home. She's in her room resting. But yeah, she's been recovering very well. We had a post-op appointment. She has another post-op appointment. So things have been going really well. We've been spending time together, which is great. The whole family came over. It was great. It was just like the perfect day. We had food. They played outside. We made s'mores. It was delicious. I guess in this video I'll update, so maybe it should be like a longer sit down video, but basically I thought about it for like a week, thought about what I really wanted, started, my part-time job, really enjoyed it, and they are offering like a full-time position there, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I just realized like I just am not going to be happy. Like my offer, I don't think I described it too well in the last video that I mentioned it, but so I was originally like a 40-hour salaried employee, and due to the upcoming like knowledge of knowing my mom was going to get her knee surgery and probably just other things in my life that I need to spend more time on, I made the decision to go to a 32-hour salary position that this job offered. I've never seen anything like it before, but I decided I think that would be very great for me. So yeah, so I got an offer for 32 hours. My hourly rate as a 40-hour employee was lower than the 32-hour one, but because it was 32 hours, the overall money in the year was less. I don't know if I'm explaining it well at all, but anyway, so like I had no idea how the math was going to convert. Hourly, I got like I think a $7 or $8 raise. Once I sat down and, well, really my coworker did the math, because I was just kind of like, this sounds good, but I was still kind of like looking around, not knowing, I don't know. I didn't take it too seriously. And then when I got the phone call when they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna give me more money, and then the text that it was a misunderstanding, it just put a bad taste in my mouth. So I was like, I don't think I'm going to take it, despite like objectively it was a good deal. Like I got more time to myself. I still got benefits, health care, like dental and vision plan, all of that stuff. And with the part-time job, I would only have to do 3 hours of my part-time job to earn the same amount of money. 3 hours a month, by the way, to earn the same amount of money that I was currently making as a 40-hour employee, but I get like 4 or 5 days off for the same amount of money. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm explaining it well, but I was like, I'm just not gonna be happy there. I'm just not. So yeah, right after my mom got her surgery, I was like, I shouldn't keep dragging this on, because the contract change was going to happen in like the middle of June, and it was the middle of May, May 13th, and I was like, I think I was talking to my parents, and like I sat down and told them, I was like, hey, so like I don't know how I feel, this is what happened, now it's like I'm not happy with the offer anymore. I just feel weird and I don't feel good. And they and my friends were like, that alone, like, I'm surprised you didn't quit, like, or like reject it or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, it was on my day off when I got like the text, and I don't know, I just felt really dumb for like believing that they were just gonna give me more money for, I mean, they told me it was for my bonus, and then they told me that it was already included, and then it made me think, like, I didn't ask them this because I just already made my decision, but it made me think, I'm like, okay, so this hourly rate that I'm getting is including the bonus. Does that mean the next year, because this company doesn't have like a clinical ladder or bonus thing, at least right now, so I was thinking, like, would the next year, either of my employment or in the next 6 months, like the new calendar year or the new, I don't know, like would my hourly rate go down because now I'm not getting that bonus money? And I was like, I don't want that to happen in 6 months, and then I'm looking for a job or considering looking for a job or have to advocate and fight for more money that's probably not going to be as much as the money plus a pretty substantial bonus that I was working towards. So, I mean, I made that assumption, but it wasn't enough if they told me, like, no, you make the same amount of money the next year or whatever year. Like, I still can't. Like, I'm not going to be happy working there. So, yeah, I put in my 2 weeks. It was not that there's ever a good time or bad time to do it. I guess there's bad times, possibly. Whatever. It was also the last day of my other coworker who put in her 2 weeks. So, yeah. Not great for them, but I need to look out for myself and take care of myself because I have my own life and bills to pay. So I technically quit my current job, and then I rescinded the other offer because I had already accepted it. Yeah, so I quit like, I guess a month before the contract was supposed to end. and I rescinded my acceptance of the offer that I accepted a week, 2 weeks ago. They tried to talk to me, but I let them know that I was like, hey, didn't really like that I got a phone call saying I was getting more money and then was told I was not. Like, yeah, the bonus money was already included in the first offer, but I feel like that's just a really big mistake to make. I didn't like that. And also, options were being given to me in a way that made it seem like it was new, but I had already had a meeting and discussed that I would only accept this offer under these certain conditions. So when I'm, telling them I'm quitting and then the certain conditions are being brought up to me like it's new, like I know a lot's going on, but it made me realize like things are not being kept track of well, and that also concerns me. I somehow lost some footage. Don't know how. Probably just accidentally deleted it, but anyway, talked about that whole thing. Yeah, so I am going to get more hours at the part-time job, but because it was like the first few weeks of my mom's surgery and I didn't have the time to spend like extra hours after my full-time job or like on the weekend or anything to do the part-time job. I literally only had like 5 or 6 hours in a week available, and those hours did fill up, but then I just got anxious and started applying to a lot of other remote jobs. I think I applied to like 7, and a few of them replied back, or it was like automatic responses, but there was one that caught my eye. It was like a smaller, not really small because there's 20 like team members who do my position that I would be doing. It's remote in Texas, and essentially the same job that I'm doing at the other part-time job, just it's paid every 15 minutes for billing purposes. Yeah, it was like another like W2 remote type job, and I applied, scheduled an interview. It went well, and then I got an offer, so that was super exciting. Okay, so what happened is we had the interview, and then I think 3 or 4 days later, like I still hadn't heard anything, and most times I have applied for anything, I either like don't get a response at all, or I get a response like the same day or like a day later. So I started freaking out. I'm like, oh god, they're not gonna respond to me. It was actually during that week where it was the 3rd week of my mom's recovery, so I had a little bit more time, or like my brothers were able to help me out a bit more, my boyfriend. So I introduced more hours into my part-time job, and those slots filled up. Like they filled up. Like I had 17 hours booked. My max was going to be 15, and I did a little extra because they recommend that just in case there's like no shows or stuff, and I got 17 booked. So that was cool. And then I was like, maybe I don't need that second part-time job if they don't respond. But then they did respond, and so as I mentioned, it was like another W2 remote job in Texas. But because I don't live in Texas, I think like logistically it would just be easier to have me be a 1099 like contractor employee. And I do have loose plans to maybe move to Texas in the next few years, depending on like how my boyfriend's job opportunity growth is in the current industry he's in. So told him that. He was like, yeah, so whenever you want to or can move down to Texas, you can transition to W2. And I was like, cool, that sounds great. I would still love to join just because it's a different population I'm working with, and it's still similar work, just a very different population. So yeah, that's super exciting. I accepted the offer of the 1099, and then I got like an actual official offer letter. I got like stuff to do, I guess, like onboarding and stuff. I didn't start it yet, but I will this week for sure. That's super exciting, and it makes me feel a lot more secure knowing that I have 2 streams of income. I didn't ask them, but I don't think there's like a minimum or a maximum on the 1099 hours I'm working. I could be wrong because I didn't ask, but I don't know if I mentioned it, but I have already lost 8 pounds just from the moment I decided I was going to quit, which is crazy because it's been like 2 weeks. And I think it's a lot of things. Obviously, less stress. I was probably stress eating at work. I have time to work out in the morning and walk at my lunch break and walk afterwards. I'm not emotionally drained or physically drained or just tired from doing so much. It's just a high caseload. This is very good for me, and I'm very happy. My last day at my current job is this Wednesday. It's not even bittersweet at this point. It's just sweet because I've been trying to leave or find a really good enough reason to leave for the past year. Over 15 months. So it just feels like, part of me is like, oh, I should have done this last year. Should have done it 6 months ago. Should have done it 9 months ago. Should have done it 3 months ago. I'm sure, in the past year, I can definitely say I got a lot more experience in subjects that I was not like assigned to often. So I do like that. I got to work with interns and more providers, physicians. So yeah, the last year was good, and there are definitely more things that I could gain from here, but it just doesn't feel like the right time or setting or transition. I don't know if I mentioned in a previous video, or I just thought about it, or I didn't get to the video that I already recorded because I'm editing, but I don't think I would have handled the transition well. I do get very stressed out by those kinds of things, and if I'm given some sort of responsibility, or like my environment is not I don't want to say peaceful, but like all of those transitions, like I will not be at my best or focused. I think it's gonna take months, even years for like the new culture to set in, and I don't want to be there for that. I don't. So yeah, but I am overall happy, actually happy, and I'm so excited to see how this new flexible schedule will be. I'm so excited to be at home. The cats love it when I'm home. I right now I'm planning to do like, I have my morning routine. I see a few patients. I take a long lunch, even have time for a nap, and then see a few patients. And then my next part-time job will be mostly afternoons or like one weekend day. It's gonna work for me. It will work for me, and I'm really, really excited. And I can't wait to, my cats are fighting, and I can't wait to see how much I will grow from this in more ways than one. Like professionally, I'll have so much more time for self-care. Financially, I'm very excited for the time for self-care. Like I gained 40 pounds working at my other job in the past 3 years. Like, that's not normal. I want to get back to doing my fitness routine. That way I'm not like so drained from work for many reasons that I don't want to do the things that I love to do, such as exercise or cook or create art or do my makeup or do my hair. I can definitely have lots more liberty with my hair now that I'm not in a place where the dress code was getting a lot stricter. Not that that's a big proponent for me. Like, I'll literally just throw a normal wig on, or because I had already done this, but I'll just throw a normal wig on or something, you know. But I'm like, I'm just hiding, and like I don't want to do that either. And I did my interviews like this, like my hair was more shaven down, and it was, you know, not affecting me in a negative way. And I have patients or other people tell me that they love that I have this hairstyle and that I just want to feel more like myself and still do the things that I love. And I'm excited for this different line of work. So yeah, that's my update. I'm probably gonna post this after my last day. I'm really excited. Okay, bye. Just a little shy.
Hi, Kate.
Oh, hello, girl. Hey, girl.
You know what you said?
Yeah.
You gotta.
And when was this porch built? Did they have building codes back then?
Are your headlights too bright?
And people know when you're texting them from the toilet.
How many spiders do you really eat in your sleep?
Yes, when you bundle home